Have you ever felt broken? Like something shattered inside you and you don't know how to put the pieces back? We try to hide our wounds. We cover them, deny them, ignore them. But what if the very place we hurt the most is the doorway to our greatest healing? Rumi once wrote, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." Let me tell you a story, not of fame or fortune, but of a simple man whose deepest wound became his brightest light. Aiden was a high school music teacher in a quiet town in Oregon. He wasn't famous, but in his students' eyes, he was a rock star. Every year he directed the school play, helped shy kids find their voices through choir, and played guitar at the town's little coffee shop. Then came the accident. A car crash, a fractured skull, and a damaged vocal cord. When Aiden awoke, his voice was no longer his. It came out hoarse, scratchy, unrecognizable. For a man whose identity was built around singing, speaking, and leading music, this was more than a physical wound. It was a spiritual one. Weeks turned into months. Aiden refused visitors. He stopped answering messages. The guitar stayed in its case. The school hired a replacement. He watched his world pass by from the window. "What am I?" he asked, "if I can't use my voice?" One day, while aimlessly scrolling through his inbox, he saw a message from Lily, a student he barely remembered. "Mr. Aiden, I heard about your accident. I just wanted you to know you helped me find my voice when I was afraid to speak. You changed my life. Now it's your turn to find yours again. Maybe it's different, but maybe that's the point." Something stirred in Aiden, not hope, not yet, but curiosity. Could there be another way to live out his love of music, of stories, of connection without his old voice? He pulled out his journal and began to write. He started blogging anonymously. Stories of recovery, of fear, of loneliness, of quiet courage. He wrote poetry, lyrics, reflections. No one knew it was him. People found his writing, and they connected. Soon a young reader from India messaged him, saying, "Your words helped me through my depression." Another from Brazil wrote, "When I lost my job, I felt hopeless. But your story reminded me that I'm still here, and that's something." Aiden didn't need a strong voice to speak. His pain had carved a space wide enough for light to pour in and shine out. He began hosting a podcast narrated by friends, sharing the stories he wrote. Eventually, he revealed his identity, and when he did, a wave of support came rushing back. Aiden's wound never fully healed. His voice remained soft, raspy. But something else grew stronger. His empathy, his awareness, his ability to see light in dark places. Because once you've been broken, you see brokenness in others, and you stop judging, you start listening. Your own pain teaches you to cradle someone else's. So many of us think healing means erasing the scar, but scars are proof we fought, proof we lived, and sometimes proof we learned something we never would have without the pain. If you're carrying a wound right now, emotional, physical, spiritual, Pause. Ask yourself, 1. What has this pain taught me that comfort never could? 2. Where am I still trying to be who I was instead of exploring who I could become? 3. Is there someone who needs my story even before it has a happy ending? Your vulnerability isn't weakness. It's your gift. Let it speak. You are not broken beyond repair. You are broken open so something new can grow. Your wound is not your failure. It is your portal. And through it, light enters. So write, sing, sit in silence, reach out, ask for help. Whatever you do, don't close the door on the pain. Let it teach you. Let it shape you. Because one day, someone will stand in their own darkness, and your light will help them find the way. Pain isn't the end of your story. It might be the opening chapter. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Rumi.